G'day everyone, in this video I'm going to be going through how the Legacy anti-recoil and how the Polar version 2 anti-recoil works in the Taylordrift outcast script. So both of these are some basic anti-recoil mods. Legacy is the main one that I use. Polar v2 is a fairly new one to Taylordrift scripts and it does work quite well. When you look at the stuff that's in these ones, it can seem quite confusing if you're new to Taylordrift scripts. Vertical strength, horizontal strength. Once you go to Polar, it gets a bit more in detail. We've got boost time, dead zone, that sort of thing. So it can be confusing. In this video, I'm going to clear that all up. So keep watching. So we'll start off with Legacy, just a very basic one. Now with Legacy, we've got two options, vertical strength and our horizontal strength. Okay, so the vertical strength, it's on 0 at the moment. If I back out to that saves, if I aim and shoot, you can see on the right stick there's nothing going on. All right, you'd have to pull that down and control the recoil yourself. So with anti-recoil, with Legacy, if I start turning up the vertical strength, back out to that saves and press the buttons as if I was shooting in the game, you can see straight away the right stick pulls down instantly. Okay, so obviously the more you turn up the vertical strength, the more that pulls down. All right, back out. And see there? That's all the Legacy anti-recoil is doing. So obviously in the game, the recoil of the weapon goes up. The way you counteract that is to pull down unless you play inverted. So what you need to do is turn the anti-recoil up to obviously counteract the recoil that's in the game. Right, now we've also got the horizontal options here as well. The horizontal, I'll put these back to 0. Horizontal is our left to right. Okay, so if we put these into the positive side over this way, back out to that saves, you'll see it pulls to the right. Okay, and then it's the opposite really if you go the other way. So if we go back down and go negative 50, it pulls back to the left. Aim and shoot. There you go. So this means if you have a weapon and the recoil of that weapon goes up and to the right, this means to counteract the recoil, you would need to pull down and to the left, right? So you would have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, right? So now when you shoot, it'll pull down and to, once I back out, once you shoot, it'll pull down and to the left. See that? To counteract for that recoil. So that's all the Legacy anti-recoil is doing. Now you might be asking, Wayne, oh, what about the rumble? Rumble's the option there as well. Yes, I mean, it's hard for me to show the rumble option like this because the rumble uses the in-game rumble, the in-game vibration feedback to further enhance the anti-recoil value that you've chosen. If you want to use rumble, you can. You still work it out the same way. If you go into rumble, there's still vertical strength, there's still horizontal strength, it's still the exact same. If you aim and shoot. Since I don't have the game open, rumble isn't picking up any of the in-game vibration feedback to further enhance that anti-recoil. So I mean, the difference is between Legacy and rumble, besides what I just said, where rumble takes the in-game vibration feedback. If you do use rumble, you're just going to have to use lower values than what you would with Legacy. That's really all it is. Next to Legacy, we've got the Polar v2 option. Now with this one, there's also Legacy and rumble. They work the same. If we go in here, we've got vertical strength, horizontal strength, boost time, and the dead zone. Okay, so first of all, we're going to match our dead zone to whatever our in-game one is. So mine is 0.10. So I'll put mine on 10 like that. If yours is 0.05, you'll choose 5. Okay, 0.04, you choose 4. Anyway, what we do here is the same sort of thing. The vertical strength here determines how much it will pull down when we shoot, right? And then we also have the horizontal, which will be left and right. Okay, so the other stuff here, the new stuff, boost time and dead zone, you'll see here, you might have seen it just then when I was aiming and shooting. So aim, shoot, see how it jumps back up? That's the boost time there. So if we go back in Polar, if I turn up this boost time, you'll notice that it will still pull down when I shoot, but after a bit of a longer amount of time, 1.5 seconds, it'll then go up again. See, there we go. So for this one here, the Polar rumble with the boost that's available, what this is for is for some weapons that have a stronger recoil as you start to shoot the weapon, and then the recoil of the weapon sort of calms down after the first 10 to 15 bullets or so. So for those sorts of weapons, right, what you would need is a stronger anti-recoil for those first few bullets, and then the anti-recoil wouldn't need to be as strong after that. So using this Polar v2 is the anti-recoil that you could use for weapons like that. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? So if we have a look at this one again, let's just go maybe up really high so you can see. We'll just put that over to the right a little bit as well. And I'll keep putting this up so it's 2 seconds. All right, back out so that saves. I'll aim, shoot, you'll see it pulls down to the right. After 2 seconds, it jumps back up again. Now, obviously, if you need that to be shorter, so the default will be 600, so it'll be down here, right? Obviously, if you need that to be shorter, you can bring that down to something real small if you like to, right? Back out so that saves, aim, shoot, almost straight away, boom. See what I mean? But it all depends on the weapon that you're using, the attachments you've got, what the recoil is like, that sort of thing. That's it really. That's all I wanted to go through, just these two basic ones. There's also the advanced anti-recoil, but I'll save that for another video. But yeah, Legacy and the Polar V2, they can seem confusing if you're new to the stuff, but it is very simple like I just shown you. All you're changing is how much the Zen is going to tell your console or PC that the right stick is being pulled down when you shoot your weapon. That's it. And then you can also use the Polar V2 one with the boost time and the dead zone option for those weapons that do have a bit of a stronger kick of recoil at the start. Then the recoil sort of calms down towards the end. But it's all about, you know, personal preference and experimenting with which ones you like. But I just wanted to do a quick video that explains and also shows you want to hear exactly what those anti-recoil mods are doing. So that's it. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.